Hello everyone. Hope all of you are doing great. We are here for another interactive session with our guest Lakshmi Sai. He is an AIR 10 in GATE EC 2024 with an amazing score of 970 out of 1000. He is currently pursuing M.Tech at IIT Madras. So all over to Sai. Sai, please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me introduction. So my name is Lakshmi Sai Krishna. I am from Tenali, Andhra Pradesh. I finished my schooling until SSC in my hometown, Tenali, and then I finished my intermediate in Fiji, Vijayawada, and then I moved to JNU Kakinada for B.Tech, where it is a international collaborative program. As part of which I finished my first 3 years of B.Tech in JNU Kakinada. And then my final year, I went to Sweden to pursue my final year, and I came back to India, and then I took an year gap to prepare for GATE and all, and then I received 810 in ECE GATE 2024. Now I'm currently pursuing my master's M.Tech in Integrated Circuits and Systems domain in Electrical Engineering Department of IIT Madras. So this is a brief description of my educational qualifications. If you want, I think I can give any other. I'm open for questions from your side.
Sure. So Sai, you would have the option of taking IISc Bangalore as well as IIT Madras. So how did you decide between both of them? Because both of you, these are near to your hometown, so that must
Yeah,
not be the problem. Yeah.
yes, sir. You're absolutely right. Yes, I actually had an offer from IISc MVLSI also, and I have offers from IIT Bombay and Madras. It's a really hard decision to choose one of these
Yeah,
top
exactly.
institutes of India. So it's a real, I mean, it's a dilemma that most of the gate rankers face these years. So one of the major reason to take IIT Madras is that they're providing internships. So they're
Hmm.
allowing students to do internships in summer. So that is one reason, because from my past experience, in my past experience or in my past academic history, I did not have any opportunity to do internships or industrial experience, or I do not have any industrial experience. So I think it will have I will get an opportunity to go to industry at least for a few months if I go to IIT Madras. The second thing that made me choose IIT Madras is the what do you call, the professors who deal analogs domain there. So we have very good professors like Shanti Pawan sir, Nagendra Krishna Pura sir, and Aniruddhan sir for RFIC. So the analog domain is just I think it's the best in India, if not in the world. So that is one of the reason I was more interested in analog even throughout my gate also. So that is these are the two main reasons to go to IIT Madras. And of course, the South India and my closer to my hometown is one major reason to
Yeah,
eliminate IIT
exactly.
Bombay. Otherwise, there is no reason to eliminate IIT Bombay. These are the major reasons to choose IIT Madras.
Yeah, I agree on the professor thing. I have heard of Professor Nagendra Krishna Pura. I have myself taken some NPTEL courses from him, so he's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are just great.
Uh, yeah. So you cracked GATE and not only cracked GATE but also secured a very good rank. So what was your mindset during the preparation time? So how was your preparation study strategies? What time did you take to prepare for the entire GATE syllabus? Yeah, please
Yeah,
brief on that.
so firstly, it's like the situation that I started my preparation for GATE. Once I am back to India from Sweden, finishing my B.Tech, I don't have any job opportunity or any M.Tech admission in my hand. So I have to. It's like for me, GATE is not a choice. It's just it's not an option. It's a choice. So I have to take GATE and I must make through it to have a good future. So I started after, I decided to take an year gap, obviously, and then I started preparation in 2023, July. Immediately after coming back to India, in few days, I started GATE preparation. I went to ACE Academy, Hyderabad, in Kottapet. So there I started offline coaching because I think it's the best way because it's the best way to use the year gap. Then there, the syllabus, they covered the syllabus by November ending. And then in this syllabus preparation time, so usually it's like very tight schedule. So you have to
Hmm.
study. I mean, you have to attend the classes from morning till the evening almost every day, if not at least half day. So that the rest of the time I used to just make short notes most of the time, make the short notes of what was told in that particular on that particular day. And then also I used to do PYQ if I have some time left. And also I used to take test series even from that time itself. I think most people won't do that. I used to take more tests even during the learning phase itself. So I used to take small tests like subject-wise tests, or what do you call, even the AS, I mean AS Academy's online test series, they have a very wide range of subject-wise tests also. So in this way, I used to spend my classes and learning period. And then when in December I came back to home to Tenali, and then I started home preparation. So after completion of syllabus, then I used to
Mhm.
take subject-wise tests. I used to revise subjects. So the strategy is like I have to. I did not left any subjects first thing. So there are 10 subjects in ECE, and December is like 30 days. So I
Mm.
took 3 days for each subject approximately, depending on the toughness of the subject. And then in that 3 days, I used to finish off any pendings, like any I mean, any short notes pending or any PYQ pending. I mean, I should cover everything related to that subject in that three days. So in this way, by the end of the December, I finished one complete revision. Along with I have all my short notes in my hand, and I solved PYQ once
Okay.
throughout by the end of the December. So in the first week of January, I started taking full length tests. In December, anyhow, I took many subject-wise tests as well. But in January first week, I started to take full length tests. So from then, I used to take daily. It's not like day after day also. It's like daily I used to take one test in the morning period. So it's like I used to take at 8 o'clock, and I used to finish by 11. I used to have my lunch. And in the afternoon time, it's all about revising things where I'm doing mistakes and rectifying my mistakes, or analyzing what are the things I have to improve from the test taken in that morning session. So, and also apart from these things, two more important things is maths and aptitude. Most GATE
Yeah.
aspirants feel that they know maths, they can do maths. So, but the thing is, most people don't qualify because of maths and aptitude. Even people who have good knowledge in B.Tech, they could not make through maths and aptitude in the exam because of the thing that they are neglecting mathematics and aptitude during the preparation phase. So I identified that, and I just started doing mathematics in December itself. So it's like whatever I do in the morning and evening, by before sleeping, at least 2 to 3 hours, I have to solve mathematics. So like this, I have been doing mathematics at least 25 to 30 questions every day. So that helped me to be error free during the GATE examination. So this is this is a detailed version of how I prepared for GATE. Also, just
Mm.
before GATE, it's like I have 10 days in February my GATE exam is on February 11th, as I remember. So I have 10 days
Yeah,
in
so
February. So
we'll
I just,
come upon that for the last
yeah, yeah,
time
sure.
preparation. Yeah, in just
Yeah.
a few time. So I like the point that you mentioned ki aptitude and gate maths are very important, and
Yeah.
they do consist of around 28 marks, 15 for aptitude and 13 for maths in general
Yes.
exam. So that's a huge part of the exam. Yeah, and student miss upon that.
Yeah.
Also, so finally coming to the most important moment. So just next month on the 15th of February 2025, we'll be having this year gate exam of EC. So what suggestions would you like to give to the aspirants? What should they do in the last 30 days?
Yeah. So it's already January 11th. So I hope good aspirants, serious aspirants should be finishing their revision by this time, and they should be starting doing test series, at least full length test series. I won't suggest doing it daily because it's not easy for everyone. I at least suggest to do one on alternate days, so that you can do test series, one test today and analyze the test tomorrow, and then again take another test day after tomorrow and do it repeatedly. So that is one thing I would like to suggest. And the second thing is, as I already told, don't neglect mathematics and aptitude. If you did not start it by this time, please start at least now. Do daily, like you only do PYQ, don't do anything else. Do PYQ of all departments. Don't think that only questions from your department will be showing up again and again, because the pattern that I observed in mathematics, I solved every question from all the departments mathematics.
Mm.
So the pattern that I observed is this year EC questions may pop up in the next year EE paper, or this year
Yeah.
civil paper questions may pop up in the next year mechanical paper as well. So don't neglect other department. I mean, you can neglect core. If you are
Hmm.
an EC student, you may neglect core from EE, but don't neglect mathematics from even from any department. So try to do cover so many maximum number of possible questions from mathematics, and aptitude also don't neglect it. Try to solve all the PYQs from all the departments, so that you will be qualifying with those marks and you will get the confidence to go for the core paper. Otherwise, you will be doing. I mean, you will be not having good time for core, and you will not having confidence to do core papers also. And short notes is one more thing. I think by now, students should have short notes in their hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, if you don't have, please finish it as soon as possible. These are the things I want to make clear. I mean, and also ignore all other material, whatever the material given by the coaching institutes maybe, or whatever you bought for practice. Ignore every material. Only focus on three things: notes, short notes, and PYQ. Test series also. These four things.
Hmm.
Don't take any other material. Just ignore them for now.
Yeah.
These are the.
So don't get in touch with any other new material or new subjects that pop
Yes.
up on the screen on YouTube or wherever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just ignore everything. Just ignore the noise. Just only focus on what are these four things.
Hmm.
Don't learn any,
So
basically don't learn anything new. That's all.
yeah. So how was your experience at IIT Madras? So it's a huge, great college with a great campus. And so how's your experience by now?
Yeah, it's actually it's great actually. Like it's like you are living in a hill. It's almost equivalent to living in a hill station. You may not expect it from Chennai, especially, but it's really unbelievable that I mean, sometimes you visit some places where for vacation, so you'll feel the same atmosphere in IIT Madras as well. The good thing about IIT Madras is the hostel allocation is very smooth, unlike other many other IITs or many other government NITs
Hmm.
or IITs. The hostel facilities is very smooth. I mean, the allocation is very smooth. It's in time, and you'll be getting your allocation very early, and also there is not, I mean, there is no tension or any sort of thing for that. And education wise, it's very flexible, I would say, compared to many other IITs and IISc as well, because there are very few mandatory subjects that are imposed upon you as a student. So you will have very a higher level of freedom to choose subjects as part of electives. So that way, I think a SPCom student may take some subjects from integrated circuit domain, and integrated circuit domain guy may take VLSI subjects as well, like semiconductor courses, etc.
Hmm.
So the flexibility is really good. It's like even if you are in the wrong place due to the rank or any other issue, you will have a chance to build the domain that you actually wanted to. So that is one good thing about IIT Madras. And also the number of subjects you have to deal with per subject is very less compared to other places. It's around four. You just need to do four subjects. It will be
Per
sufficient mostly
semester?
for it. Yeah, even you can do three if you have a lot of pressure due to academic pressure, because the thing is there is a choice to drop the courses. It like even up to mid two, they are allowing you to drop the course. So that is one good thing. Even if you feel the pressure after mid one, you can drop one course if you are not able to do. You can manage the courses in the third sem, because for now you have to relieve the
Oh,
pressure to continue. You have to
so you
continue. You have to
can
move.
if you feel overburdened, then you can shift the exams to the next semester and focus
No,
on
no, I
more
mean,
important
they will offer
things.
the same course in the third sem. If you want to do the course again, you can do it
Okay.
in the alternate sems as well. Yeah. So you can take up the course multiple times. You can just drop it now and you can take it again. Whenever you feel now, okay, I have no subjects left, I can do this subject now. So that is the flexible, that is the, so the level of flexibility is really good in IIT Madras. And also they are allowing internships. I attended two placement, what do you call, tests for analog devices and Intel. So for
Hmm.
analog devices, I have been shortlisted to interview as well. But in interview, I did not make it. I did not make it. But it's really good experience having those interviews up. I mean, as early as in semester one, people won't expect taking placement tests or
Yeah,
internship
exactly.
tests. So
Hmm.
these are the things I observed. And also the vacation period is actually long, because whole December is vacation for IIT Madras people. Mostly, I think no other IITs will be giving you this long vacation of 45 days. I think I will be going on January 16th. So
Hmm.
at least 45 days of vacation for us. So it's a really long vacation after first semester.
Yeah, and that's great to visit home after
Yeah.
such a long time and achievement.
Yeah.
So, and what is about the TI sponsored M.Tech at IIT Madras? I have heard about it a lot.
Yeah. So this TI sponsored, I mean, TI IITM joint masters is like it is designed by professors of IIT Madras as well as top engineers from TI Texas Instruments. So they designed this course such that they can do a one semester equivalent internship in TI. So
Okay,
that is one great advantage you can get. You can get direct industrial exposure of long time compared to the short summer internships where you do only for 2 months, which you don't know whether you will get or not. But
yeah.
this TI program will ensure that you're going to get this internship. You are going to do it definitely, and also you're going to have that exposure in TI. And also, it will become easy for you to get into TI also after that.
Hmm.
So these things are the salient features. And also, it is coordinated by Krishna sir, I think. So Krishna sir and Shanti Pawan sir, they are mainly focused on this analog domain in IIT Madras. And Krishna sir I mean, he has a video of explaining TI program and all. So you are in safe hands. I mean, you are in really good hands if you are taking this program. And if you're really interested in analog, I think this is one of the best programs you can take up. But of course, getting into it is not that easy. And also the emoluments you are going to get is, I think, around 25,000, which is double that of what you are getting as as an M.Tech student. We are getting 12,400. They will be getting more than the double of this amount. So
Okay,
in
so
from
it's
any
kind of a
aspect, it's really
stipend.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a stipend, yes.
Okay, so nice, nice. And also, why didn't you choose PSUs at that rank of gate? You would easily have got any PSU. So why didn't
Ah,
you
yeah,
opt for
actually, I was
that?
selected for I was selected for BARC DGFS as well.
Yeah,
So I
I
could
read that.
take a BARC, and I should have I would have taken BARC, and I would at the same time I would have done this M.Tech in IIT Madras also. But the thing is, they have a bond period of 3 to 3 years. After finishing my M.Tech, I have to do 3 years in BARC. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that
I have
is a little
learned
bit
about
weird for me.
that. Actually, BARC notification has just popped upon for
Ah,
the
yeah,
fresh recruitments this year.
yes,
So yeah, and they provide an M.Tech as well, but you
yeah.
have
It's
to
actually
stay in there for 3 years.
Yeah, that is the biggest risk there. It's like they offer two programs, OCES, that is orientation course one, and the
Mm-hmm.
DGFS, so graduation sponsorship program. So they usually select only OCS initially. They will give you it's like 1 year training and then job in BARC. And then if you are really, I mean, if you have already secured admission in any IITs, IIT Madras or Bombay, they are only now usually previously they used to consider other IITs also, but now they are only considering IIT Bombay and IIT Madras. So if
Yeah.
you have secured IIT Bombay or Madras engineering seat without BARC, I mean individually with your gate score, then you have to request them so that they will consider you for this graduate fellowship. So for that program, I was selected for OCS first, and I requested them if I could take up this DGFS. They selected me for DGFS also. So it's like in this DGFS program, they will give me stipend of 75,000 per month for this 2 years M.Tech, and then I have to serve for 3 years after that. The thing is, left, if I leave the
Then you
company
have to reimburse the
immediately,
whole amount.
yeah, I have to reimburse the whole amount. So it's
Yeah.
like at any point if I leave, I have to give them around 15 to 20 lakhs, which is really risky. And also the location I was worried about because usually people of bar get in Mumbai. Mumbai is actually a good place to
Hmm.
work. But for me, they told that if I am going to IIT Madras, there is a chance that I may get in Kalpakkam. So Bark, there is near Chennai, there is Kalpakkam. It's a remote area. It's a
Okay.
remote area. It's like a village. So that location is not good and ideal for me. So I thought, okay, bearing these all risks, why not? I can't take up this risk. And also, I was more interested in this analog domain. If I go to BARC, I don't think I will be getting more exposure in analog.
Uh, that's
So
true.
those are the reasons. And other PSUs, as you may see, the similar lines, like I don't the bond period is the one thing, and also the career growth factor. You see, most of the PSUs, it's very what do you call logarithmic, the least to say. The
Hmm.
promotions are like very long periodic,
Yeah.
like 3 to 5 years, every
Doesn't
three to
depend
five
upon
years.
your performance. not
Yeah, it
performance
depends on
based.
your performance, and because it is a government institute, it depends on various other factors also, which we
Yeah,
don't know, which we can't know actually. So,
and even
but when
can't
you see
say.
this corporate, yeah,
Yeah.
and this corporate thing, it's exponential. The growth is exponential. So, these are the reasons I did not take up PSUs. I have offers from other PSUs also,
Hmm.
but the biggest offer that I left is BARC. Yeah, absolutely. It was a really tough call to leave BARC actually.
Okay. And just a thing about GATE, if a student wants to secure a safe rank that he or she wants to pursue an M.Tech at any IIT, that is a good one, in particular EC. So, what average score should he consider if you have any idea about that?
I mean,
Just a
these
safe
students who are
score,
joining.
just a safe score about like if he or she scores about 40, 45
Oh, so you want a
marks.
rough idea about the statistics
Uh,
about the scores and all.
yeah,
So for IIT, I
marks
would
versus
say,
rank.
yeah, rank is actually it's better to speak in terms of rank. Um, I would say 300 rank around three under 300 rank would mostly secure an IIT seat, irrespective of what domain you're getting. But if you want to get into top five old IITs, the so-called the top IITs, then it's better to have a rank under 200, which will mostly give you a seat in IITs, top five IITs. Otherwise, if you cross the 200 mark, you may you if you're particular about your domain, then you have to compromise about the
Hmm.
IIT. I mean, which IIT you'll be going to. Otherwise, you may get into top IIT also if you are very lenient about what domain you want to take up. Because now people are more interested in VLSI and ICS. People don't want to go into domains like
RF and all.
uh, RF and all, photonics, RF, and so many things.
Yeah.
So the people just don't know, even they don't know these things. If they know, they won't ignore them. They only want integrated circuits or MVLSI. And the second best option is SPCOM. So if you are really particular about those things, then it's better to have a 300 rank window for open category mostly. And
Hmm.
I see people coming with 600, 700 ranks also, but it's not that often. It does not, it may happen with IISc actually. That is the good thing about IISc because it's not only gate score for IISc,
Yeah.
it's also about interview. So
Interview
if
process.
you are really good, if you have done good with IISc, then I think 600 to 700 rank could be sufficient for IISc. But for IITs, you have to be under 500, at least 500 for better opportunities.
Yeah. So, also a thing, I noticed something very interesting in your profile that you have cleared IES, that is ESC Engineering Service Examinations 2024, especially the prelims one. So, what do you think that there's a difference in the preparation strategies for both GATE and this? What else do you need to prepare, or what do you need to leave for that?
Yeah. So to be frank, I did not prepare for IES. I only prepared for GATE. I just gave
Yeah.
an attempt for IES and I qualified prelims. And then, of course, I did not attempt mains because
Hmm.
I don't want to travel. I don't want to travel. Anyhow, I'm not going to take up IES mostly. I mean, I'm not going to focus on that anymore. But I know I saw my friends who are preparing for IES because of I have experience with coaching, offline coaching. So I see many people who prepared for both GATE and IES. So it's like the major difference is the syllabus of IES is somewhat bigger compared to GATE because of this general knowledge thing. You have to learn a lot of
Yeah.
general knowledge because paper one consists of 70 to 80% of general knowledge. 20% will be maths and aptitude only there. The thing is, even without aptitude, you may clear, even without this general knowledge and all, you may clear prelims. But I would suggest if you want to have a good chance of, because at the end, everything will be combined to check whether you're qualified or not. Everything counts. So every subject counts. So the major difference is there are more subjects, there is general knowledge, and you have to prepare for subjective as well. I mean, the process is longer. You have to qualify prelims, you have to qualify mains, and you have to qualify the interview. And even training is also part of the selection. If you are not good in
Yeah.
training, they will be removing you there also. So it's
All right.
like, it's not
Okay.
only gate is like 6 months. In 6 months, I think you can just clear it as I have done. But IES, it's almost 2 years process. 1 year for qualification, 1 year for training. So it's like a 2 year process, but you should be in the right attitude to serve the nation and to be responsible for people, to be responsible for the role that you have taken took up. So it's not like simply I'm a tech guy, I'm going to tech, I'm a tech guy, I'm going to learn technology, I'm going to apply it. It's not like that. IIS is more than that. IIS is beyond that. First thing is attitude. So you have to have that particular attitude to get into services, civil services and all. Second thing is you have to spend more time compared to GATE. I mean, you have to spend more time learning compared to GATE. I think at least 2 to 3 months more you require for GATE when compared to GATE. When compared to GATE, you need 2 to 3 hours more. And once GATE is finished or once IES prelims is finished, there will be 4 to 5 months gap for the mains exam. So that 4 months
Yeah,
also you have to spend dedicatedly to mains.
preparing for the
It's really
mains.
hard. We will be exhausted
Yeah.
completely by the time we write the gate. Yeah, we really need rest after gate, most of the people. But people who are preparing for IES, they won't have even a single day off. They have to prepare regularly. Even subjective is even harder to prepare. It's not harder, it's time taking. You have to solve everything, you have to solve lengthy questions. But
Hmm.
even though the models are repetitive, but you have to solve more number of questions. I mean, the same models you have to solve it again because each year the same questions are repeated. But prelims is the most important thing. I think most of the people who cross prelims, I think they will cross subjective as well because people who are preparing seriously are very few currently in IES when compared to GATE. So it's easy to
Yeah,
cross prelims and cross subjective as well.
but still I feel ki there were the quality of students preparing and appearing for IES are much better than that of GATE, because I think even the MS ones, M.Tech ones, B.Tech ones all can appear for
Yeah,
IES. So
yeah. I see many people in IITs also. Like I when I visited IISc, I met one guy who is preparing for. I think he cleared IIS, IES. He cleared interview also. So he's planning to leave IISc in second year itself. He's planning to go to IES. So it's like IES. I mean, most of the IITians and IISc people will be preparing along with their academics for IES. So it is also there. But GATE, I think once you are going to M.Tech, most of the people will leave GATE. They won't try to take GATE again mostly.
yeah,
They won't prepare mostly.
yeah, exactly. So how do you feel that your life has changed after clearing GATE and securing an M.Tech at IIT Madras, compared from your previous experiences at your bachelor's?
Yeah, so the learning, the approach that I'm taking to learn the new things has really changed. No, it's like I have to learn the nerves of subject. I mean, whatever subject I take, I have to really learn the hooks and nooks and the corner as well.
Hmm.
Because in B.Tech, it's like we are preparing only for the end exams, and we are only preparing subjective questions, mostly theoretical questions and all. So we just read something, we just reproduce it in the exam while bachelor's. But in M.Tech, it's not the case. The end exams or mid exams or whatever the assignments that you're going to face, it's not just simply reproducing what you learned in the class or what you wrote in your notes. You have to apply what you learned. You have to really search for the methods that is really required. So the approach to the learning is really tough when compared to bachelor's, and scoring is really hard because how hard you do, you may not find questions which are easy to solve in the exam. So you have to be really prepared upfront if you want to get score really good. And coming to this basics. So if you're good in basics, then it's fine. But if you're not good in basics, then you have to learn basics along with your regular coursework. Without basics, you cannot. I mean, you cannot even start solving questions. So the learning should be quick. The learning should be appropriate. It should not be in the wrong direction. It should be in the very appropriate to the given course. So that is the one major thing I observed. And the number of hours that you put in also is really different. In bachelor's, I think I used to put only a few hours a day, or weekend. Mostly weekends we used to study, or otherwise only before exams. Mostly, most of the people do
Yeah,
before exam, one night and all.
2 weeks
But now
before
it's not.
exams.
But now
Yeah,
it definitely won't work because
yeah,
you have to be really alert. You have to be really, I mean, there is no chance to sleep. You have to be really alert. You have to be regularly learning things along with the professors. You have to run with the classes. You have to do assignments. You have to learn. I mean, these things, what they teach in M.Tech, they're really at the at very advanced levels. So if you're not alert, you are going to miss a lot of the subject, and you are not going to gain marks in the final exams. So these are the main things. I mean, now I am putting at least 8 to 10 hours, even in the holidays. Even it doesn't matter whether we are in vacation, we are in the holidays, or we are in the class during the classes. At least the number of hours that I put in gate is same as what I'm putting in my hostel as well. So the number of hours is really huge in IITs. So these are the main major things.
Yeah. And what difference do you think that you would have from a B.Tech candidate who is also bound to join analog devices, let's say analog devices, or any other such VLSI company that appear in your campus and are allowing both B.Tech and M.Tech graduates? So, what benefits do you see yourself?
Some companies they are really interested in M.Tech students because of the expertise in subject expertise that they are gaining from during their M.Tech.
Yeah, especially the core
Um,
ones.
Yeah, the core ones, like as you said, analog devices. I think analog devices or TI or Qualcomm, they usually don't take B.Tech students. They usually, but they may take
Uh,
sometimes, but usually they mostly prefer M.Tech students. The first choice is always
and
M.Tech students.
even if they hire such students from B.Tech and bachelors, they are on campus only.
Ah,
They
yes.
don't prefer
Off
taking
campus, it's
it their
almost
off.
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scramble it's almost impossible. So they are like more interested in M.Tech students because of the subject expertise they are going to gain. I mean, if they are giving you digital role, they expect you during your M.Tech learn most of the digital concepts upfront. But B.Tech students, I think even in IITs, they are mostly interested. I mean, they are mostly oriented towards software only. Even the electrical department people, I
Yeah.
see many people are really going bonkers over software. They are really, I mean, what do you call? If you enter W department in IIT Madras, you will see many people doing always coding. I mean, you will see at the entrance many
Yeah.
people sitting there and doing coding. So it's like you won't get the feel of entering the electrical department. So it's like B.Tech people are most obsessed with coding mostly, but like there are people preparing seriously for core as well. But as I see, the preference for M.Tech people, it's really good. I would say at least for core. I don't know what happens with the software thing. Maybe the packages I hear about software getting crores and crores are mostly from B.Tech only. So there, I think B.Tech people will have advantage. But when coming to core, I think M.Tech people will it will be cakewalk for them when compared to B.Tech. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be mostly, it will be very smooth. I mean, it's mostly confirmed one, but you just need to see which company you're going to get. That's all.
Yeah. Exactly. That I agree with you. So, just a personal question. Like you started with your B.Tech your preparation journey of engineering in at a coaching institute. So you even secured 21 around 21K rank, All India rank in
Huh.
JEE Mains, and you chose JNTUK. So any specific
Yeah.
reason you didn't choose NITs and other premier institutes?
Way back in, I think, 2019, I joined JNU Canada. So I was in Fiji, Vijayawada. I was in my intermediate was in Fiji, Vijayawada. So it's really good forum for IIT aspirants, JEE aspirants, especially.
Mhm.
So I got a good rank in JEE Mains, as you said, 21K around. I also have EWS. So I think I also secured admission from NIT Silchar, NIT Silchar Electrical Engineering Department. But it's like one major thing that influenced me not to go NIT Silchar is I was not interested to go into in eastern states. So that is one reason my family was not supportive. I mean, my family was not interested in sending me to
Yeah,
eastern states. Even they are adamant to send me to north states also, but they are comparatively even more reluctant to send me to eastern states. Maybe that is because of the feedback that they got from their close people, maybe. So that's the reason I did not take up NIT, and also the branch, especially it's electrical engineering. I was really not into electrical engineering by that time. I was mostly confirm I mostly made my mind up to take only ECE or CSE. That's all. I'm really very much reluctant to take EE and all because I was really weak in physics, first thing. In chemistry, I was even weaker, so I cannot take up any chemical or petroleum or anything, etc. So
hmm,
civil and mechanical, as they say, it's not the top three branches in any college. It's not the top three, to be frank. So these are the two things I wanted to take up. And due to the bad feedback of Eastern states and all, I finally decided to take up JNU Kakinada. And also the other side of this narrative is that in JEE Kakinada, I did not join a normal program. I did not join normal B.Tech. I joined a collaborative program. So I have an opportunity to go to Sweden so I can explore more opportunities.
You joined JNTUK.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
uh, how did you achieve this scholarship from BTH Sweden? Could you tell about this? Or was it college sponsored?
actually, it's like the scholarship is given by BTH University in Sweden. So
Mhm.
usually they give 50% scholarship to meritorious students. I mean, this program is not only present in JNU Kakinada. The same program is available in various home universities of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana as well. So they take this program is available in JNU Hyderabad. This program is available in Andhra University. This program is also available in other colleges. There are a few more colleges anyhow. So there are various people coming from various universities. They all finally reach Sweden BTH and they
So
finish
it's
their
a
final.
collaborative event.
Yeah, it's a collaborative program. It's like I mean, the university there in Sweden is also linked to government, and here also it is a government institute. So they have this is a collaborative program. There is an MOU between these universities and
Hmm.
the both the universities, and there will be credit transfer after I reach back. After I reach, I mean, after the finishing fourth year, there will be credit transfer from Sweden to India as well. So it's like it's basically a collaborative program, and we will also have an option to do masters in Sweden as well after completing the final year.
Okay.
So this scholarship thing they will give up. I mean, they may give up to 5 to 6 students from India, especially from these programs, from this program. So it's based on merit. I mean, merit category. So, but I think I am the first person to receive 100% scholarship for tuition fee, because my grade point until that point is around 9.25. So that is one of the highest until then in this collaborative program.
Hmm.
So they gave me 100%. I have to only bear my accommodation, travel expenses. So that is the reason why I got the scholarship. I even received scholarship, 50% scholarship for doing masters as well. But due to my health issues and financial issues, I did not continue my masters. Otherwise, I would have continued my masters there in Sweden. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Also, I would like to know about your views and whatever you know about VLSI for all and the work we are doing.
Yeah, so VLSI for all, especially the YouTube channel, I have been following since long time. During gate preparation, I used to see few videos of VLSI for all, the Rajat sir's videos regarding Verilog roadmaps and all. And there are few interviews with company personals and regarding how to, I mean, how to deal with placements and all. And people who cleared placements. Interviews with them also. So these are all really good videos that I followed. That I followed. I mean, it's really good to see a channel dedicated for VLS. I think there are very few channels. I think there are no channels at all. I mean, there are very few channels which focus only on VLSI.
Exactly.
So yeah, so it's very hard to find guidance regarding placements. Either we have to ask seniors or we have to learn by our own experience. But VLSI for all is one good channel where we can find interview experiences, we can find the process of interview, how to clear interviews and all. Especially VLSI, analog VLSI, both analog VLSI as well as digital VLSI, both are equally, I mean, explored in VLSI for all channel. So that way I have been following the LSA for all. That is the one
Hmm.
of the major reasons that I am giving this interview. I have given a few interviews in the past for after receiving gate rank, but none of them are really subject specific. I mean, they are mostly gate coaching institutes. They are mostly, but giving this interview for what do you call a subject specific channel, which I am also working currently. So it really feels great to give interview for them.
Yeah. For the technical subjects, as I know, most of my friends are working in tech. So for tech, there are a lot of channels that suggest for syllabus, courses, and all.
Ah,
But for VLSI especially, there are a very a few, and VLSI for all is
yeah.
quite a good place. Even during my
Yes.
preparation, also I did follow them. Yeah,
Yeah.
and later I joined them in some
Yeah,
sorts.
that's cool
Yeah,
actually. LSA for all is cool. I mean, we can take up
yeah,
interviews with. I mean, myself, I'm just a gate ranker, but I think you'll get an opportunity to do interviews with CEOs of companies, etc. It's really good.
yeah.
It's really
It's
it's
pretty
really an
good.
experience to work.
So, what are your future plans? What do you plan in future? Doing a PhD or going abroad or any placements?
I mean, long plan put in short. It's simple. Like I want to first work in a few years in corporate industry in India only. So I want to move, especially in analog. I'm currently working. I'm currently planning for analog domain or analog research, etc. So I want to first work at least 3 to 4 years in corporate. I want to see whether I could do cope up with the current industry. If it
Mhm.
is well and good, I will be continuing that. Otherwise I may prepare for IES again if at all I feel bogged down by the corporate industry. But mostly I have a good feeling with industry. I want to work for a few years in this industry, and I have one more plan is that I want to move to US after a few years, not immediately, definitely, because the analog research that is happening in US is really good compared to what's happening in India. Because currently in India, digital is taking
Mhm.
the zenith of research.
We are
Most
mostly
clients
in
show
process of
research.
verifications and all of chips,
Yeah,
and they are into
so
the research
India,
and major producing
yeah, India is
parts.
very majorly producing digital engineers. So I want to move to US. Like there are very good industry universities. There are very good professors who are giving research roles, who are offering research roles in the analog domain. So that is my final goal, if not one. And I don't want to stay there itself. I want to come back to India and I want to join. If I move to US, I will be moving for PhD, not only for work. So I want to do PhD in US. That is that one of my goals. Put in short, and I want to come back to India and I want to join any one of the IITs as professor um, or not only IITs, I may join any other university. But first of all, I have to move to US. That's my first, the first big thing that is in my short sight. So that is one of my plans. Yeah.
Yeah, so most of the disadvantage that we as students face are the professors that he teaches are not industry oriented. They haven't been to industry at any time.
Ah,
They
yeah.
just they have just read books and done courses, published research papers, but they don't
Yeah, they
know
regularly
that what.
publish.
Yeah,
They only regularly publish, but they don't have much interaction with industry. That is the problem.
yeah, the exposure. Even if they don't have the exposure to the industry, what
Ah,
industry needs, so how can they prepare the student for the upcoming years?
yeah,
Yeah.
that is what.
So yeah, we all know that the placements at IITM are gorgeous. So, but still,
Yeah.
what do you think up to now? Ki, how are the placements? How many companies visit your campus? And what are the placement statistics about the
Hmm.
packages and all?
Yeah, so the placement percentage is really good. There is no doubt with the IITs. At least with the IITs, you can expect at least 100%. If not that, you will be left out with one or two students. But that they will also be given more drives in the future to be get filled. This year, my seniors placements is almost over. I think in ICS domain, everyone has got been placed, and the package is ranging from maybe 25 lakhs to 55 lakhs also. As I got the data recently, it's the average was around 30 to 35, and the range
Hmm.
is from 25 to 55 lakhs
Nice.
CTCs. Yeah, so it's this year actually the placement was good for analog domain. Equally, I mean this year the surprising thing is analog domain placements were really good, equally good with digital. Usually digital people get more opportunities, and the placement percentage for digital
Yeah.
is more. But this year I don't know why companies are more giving more roles for analog also, because even the digital companies like Qualcomm, they took one person from RFIC for RFIC also this year.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
usually that it is rare to from Qualcomm to take analog people, but we can see the importance in that thing. So, and also of course TI is there. Analog device is active in taking internships. I mean, this year they took one. My classmate has got an internship opportunity from analog devices, and
Mm-hmm.
from analog devices actually surprisingly they are taking 7 students. They took 7 internship students from for digital role. So it's surprising that digital companies are focusing on analog and analog companies are focusing digital. So I think the gap is getting
Actually, the
closer.
companies are mostly focusing on, I feel, mixed signal analysis. and all.
Yeah, exactly. Analog device is actually a mixed signal company. We cannot say
Yeah.
that it is an analog company also. I mean, if you visit analog device company website, it's all about data converters only. So it's only mixed signal. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so companies are really bridging the gap between analog and digital IC.
And
So
no
that's
company
one thing.
can work only with digital or only with analog. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That is one thing. Exactly.
Mm. So the placements are obviously nice, and
Yeah.
I think that would be good. One thing I'd like to ask, if you were to give a suggestion or a teaching to your B.Tech first year self or the final year self that is preparing for GATE or will be giving the GATE next month or in the upcoming years or will be preparing for IES in the June month of this year. So what suggestion would you give to him, yourself, just
So for
3 years
BTech,
back?
yeah, so for BTech first year student, it's like I did not prepare for GATE in my BTech. That is one
Hmm.
mistake I have done because my thinking was I am going to Sweden, so I cannot write GATE in my fourth year. That is one disadvantage I have with my program.
Hmm.
So, anyways, I have to come and prepare for one more year. But there is an opportunity to write in third year as well. But anyhow, we cannot give a proper
Yeah.
attempt in third year itself. So the fourth year attempt is what the best attempt for any BTech student. Year gap is fine, but it's risky as well sometimes. So for BTech first year, not including myself and current BTech first year students, I would say don't neglect GATE just because you feel that you will be good, you will be securing a placement from your college, because GATE not only opens. I mean, most people have the misconception that GATE will only be useful if you are planning for an M.Tech. It's not actually true because there are way more opportunities other than M.Tech that come through GATE. Like you can apply for PSUs, you can apply for a few companies are accepting GATE score as well. And the major
Foreign
advantage is
universities also
yeah,
accept
foreign
GATE.
companies, yes.
Uh,
So NUS is there, Singapore, NUS Singapore is there,
yeah.
which so it's like NUS is like the top one in one of the top 10 universities in the whole world.
Yeah.
So there are this is and also there are some German companies which German universities which accept GATE score. So there are way more opportunities than what people think, especially in BTech first year. People have very less knowledge related to GATE. So I would say GATE, definitely prepare for GATE, whether you are not, whether you want to go to M.Tech or whether you don't want to go to M.Tech. It's worth it to try for GATE. One thing is you'll be having you will be writing GATE. The other thing is the GATE subjects. It's not something different. Which the GATE subjects are what you are going to learn
Yeah.
in your BTech. So it will help your
Hmm.
end semesters as well. I mean, anyhow, most of the colleges, I think the level of teaching is not up to the mark most of the times, depending on the college. So this GATE coaching will bridge that gap as well. I mean, the basics that you can be strong, you can get strong in the basics for your BTech classes as well. So that is one thing for BTech first year myself. And when coming to GATE preparation, I think I don't feel anything required because I already got success through at the end. So there are no much tips or tricks I would give. Maybe non-technical tips like eating less, eating healthy as possible, and getting as sleep as much, because staying healthy and happy is more important compared to the success. Because what we can't do anything if you're not happy. What we will do with the
Yeah.
success without happiness and health? Health is the most important when compared to professional life and success as well.
And both are
So people,
proportional. If your health is not
yeah.
up to that mark, so your professional life wouldn't be so good.
Yeah, it will fall someday if you're not having health and happiness. So most people ignore that. So I would say health and happiness is one highest priority thing that everyone should give. Yeah,
Even for
those
the
are the
third
things.
year graduates, I think those who are in their third year, mostly all of the syllabus is has been covered, except for a few subjects like control systems and all that most of them take in their sixth sem.
Okay.
So that's a good opportunity for them as well. And
Yeah,
obviously for the fourth year, all of their core subjects have been covered. All of the core syllabus that comes in GATE.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
GATE syllabus will very good. I mean, will align with the college work as well. I think I saw many of my
hmm.
friends who prepared GATE along with their college work. They cracked in fourth year as well. Fourth year itself, they cracked GATE. I think one of my friend who is in IIT Hyderabad, Sudhir. So he cracked gate in fourth year. He went to IIT Hyderabad. Another friend of mine, he cracked gate and he went to IISc. So they like they made it possible. I mean, most of the people think that it is not possible to crack gate in fourth year because they are the college work and the gate preparation don't go hand in hand. But the thing is, they can complement each other. So that thing they are not observing. So that one thing I want to say. They manage it. I mean, they manage it both things beautifully. Finally, they achieved success in both. They achieved success in college work and they achieved success in gate as well. So
Yeah.
that people can.
And also, if you prepare for GATE, you get some subjects that are needed for placements like digital electronics, CMOS
It's actually
design.
important. I mean, I don't
So,
know whether it is an exaggeration, but if you are really good with the whole gate syllabus of EC, I think your 60% of your placement preparation is already done. Because
hmm,
in interviews or in written tests, they are not going to test very advanced concepts. They are only going to test your basic level of understanding. I mean,
yeah. And
people
mostly
ignore
are,
things like
hmm, please
people
continue.
ignore things like simple RC circuits, simple network theorems, so simple
Yeah.
things they will ask in the interviews. What people do is they prepare something like they prepare something like amplifiers, they prepare some analogs. I mean, they prepare some differential amplifiers. They prepare very advanced concepts, but
Yeah.
when they
Off
come to
the world
interview,
topics.
they yeah,
Yeah.
they'll read very old and advanced topics, which they don't know whether they are using in the industry or not. And in interview, they won't ask those things. They will ask simple things like they will ask simple Bode plots. They will ask general control concepts. They will ask simple basics about RC circuits. So there, people will
PN
stop.
transistors. Even companies start
That
with
is the
PN
first time they'll
diodes.
start thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the first time they'll start thinking, oh, this is the thing I did. I never asked this question myself. So it's better to focus on basics first when it comes to placement. Even the gate, that is why I'm telling that gate is very important because in the gate it's all about basics. Where networks, it's basics. Controls, it's basics. I mean, these all things will finally come together for you to design some circuits, design some
Hmm.
integrated circuits, design analog circuits. Even for digital circuits, you require all these things. So placement is half of the placement is done if you're really good with gate syllabus. Remaining half, anyhow, we'll learn in your M.Tech. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So it was nice meeting you, Sai. So
Yeah, same
let's
from
wrap
my
up the
side.
here. Uh,
Yeah, sure.
sure.
Bye.